Of course, it's a well-known fact that business world is kind of, really nourished, and they have reached the next level very easily using the technology. Yeah, the technology, the platform made by IT people like us, like you and me. So we are the people who are kind of getting business world into the next level. What is this next level I'm talking about? E-Mart is a retail shop. It's a very small shop, a small store with a small town, and this town may maximally have 1000 people. This small town may have like 1000 people circulating, because entire Sri Lanka is 21.7 million people, right? So a town will be like closer to 1000, somewhere near 1000. So let's say this retailer shop, which is called as E-Mart, the customer base of this E-Mart is limited to 1000, only 1000 people. Now with 1000 people, how much of a business you are going to do in a day, and how you are going to get your business into the next level with this much of a tiny little customer base? The revenue, the daily revenue will be very less, and you don't have enough money. So it will take you like decades to kind of get your business into the next level, get some new customers. If you need to get new customers, what are the traditional ways? You can make a small paper ad. Yeah, for that you are spending a huge bucks, by the way, and you are making a paper ad. And how much of a customers you are going to get monthly using a paper ad? Really? Next option, you are going for a television advertisement. For that you are going to spend lakhs of money, by the way. Forget about the shooting, even for the service you have to pay lakhs. And then, even after that, how much of a customer base you are going to create? We are not talking about much of people. Understood? Sri Lankan channels will be viewed by Sri Lankan people if the maximum amount in Sri Lanka, I mean if let's say the entire amount of Sri Lanka is watching this advertisement, still you have a customer base limited for 21.72 million. But around the world you have like 7.2 billion. Yeah, that's a number of customers I'm talking about. So how am I going to get my business reached up to 7.2 billion, which is stuck in 21.72 million? For that you need this service, www, and we are the people who are bringing this E-Mart into this area, this territory. Understood? The owners of E-Mart, they are not ICT personnel, so they don't know how to reach this place. The service provided by internet, www, the World Wide Web. Most of people, majority of people are visiting www daily. It is said the number of devices, electronic devices which are capable of connecting to internet is 4 times bigger than the population of entire world. And out of that, 99% are using internet services. So we are talking about a huge customer base. And if you advertise there, think, yeah, you are advertising there about your product. Now we are talking about a huge potential of getting customers. People converted into customers, right? This is what taking your business into the next level very rapidly, very short time period. One advantage this E-Mart would get, they are reaching more customers. This business is located in a very small area. Now they are reaching more customers. Now that's cool. When you can reach more customers, people are aware of that product. So the second advantage for E-Mart is you can bring awareness to people. People are more aware about your product. People are more aware about your business. Now that's what we need as business people. Yes? And next advantage is, it doesn't matter how much of people you are reaching. What is more important is how much of people are converting into actual customers. You may reach 10,000 people or maybe 1 lakh people, who cares? But if none of them are converting into buyers, then what is the point? Right? You're putting a TV advertisement, and that's like, how long is a TV advertisement? Maximum 1 minute? Yes. Within that 1 minute, how much of people are going to think like, okay, I should buy this product? Think, yeah? 50,000 people are viewing that advertisement. How much of people out of that 50,000 do you think will convert into real customers? Probably none. What you're actually doing there is making awareness. Making awareness is cool. So people know that there is such a thing, right? There is this kind of a product. That's cool. But if they're not buying it, then your advertisement campaign is just a waste. Yes? So converting people into actual customers, that's really possible with www, because only relevant people are viewing it. You can make relevant people to be with. With www, you have more techniques, more methods to reach the exact person who needs my product, the exact one who is going to buy my product. So the customer conversion, understood? Or the number of businesses you're doing a day will be really increased when you use these kind of tools. And next thing, now since eMart is thinking about going global, yeah, they're going global, which means for more countries they can distribute their products. And you have online transaction, online buying, right? The things would be in the doorstep. So you have these kind of methods to kind of widen up your business into a huge level. So there are many advantages for the eMart business out of this. And one of point most of people are missing with these things. Yeah, I really hate the fact that they are missing this. Now, if you're really making a business, if you're really to make a business who is kind of like eMart, you have a bigger building, yeah, you have lot of propaganda, flexes saying eMart, yes, posters, handbills, brochures, you have lot of expenses. Technically what I'm saying is that you need a bigger store, right? You need storerooms, you need people to work. But guess what? Going global, people are not actually caring about how much of a bigger building you have or how much of a square feet it is covering. What they are needing, what they are focused at is the product. So they don't care if this is a big shop or a small shop, how big the building is, how much of workers are working there. None of these are relevant factors for the customers you're getting through www. But here in the local environment, that matters. When you're stepping into a shop, be honest. If you need to eat, let's say you need to eat, you need to have the lunch. I didn't have my lunch today. Let's say I'm looking for a shop to eat. What shop would you choose? The small shop where a small granny is having a small desk right here selling plain teas and vadas? Or are you going to KFC? Or are you going to KFC? Tell me. What's your choice? Your choice will be like KFC, Pizza Hut, Domino's. You're not going to that small stall located in the roadside where there is a small granny bent with a hunchback selling some vadas and plain teas. Will you visit there? No. When you do local businesses, you need infrastructure. You need building, you need vehicles, you need people to work, you need them to wear a t-shirt printed on like eMart. When you have these kind of, additional accessories, you're more focused at buying from them. Otherwise, even if the product is good, even if the product is the best, you're not buying it. So in www environment, you don't have such a thing. Maybe you don't have a big building for your business. Maybe your room is where you keep the products. But still, if you can deliver that product without any harm within the deadline, then you're a good seller. Congratulations. Conducting business in www environment is really easy that way. So I haven't seen that fact in marketing schemes, but I really love it because that's really relevant. Am I correct? Because rather than making a local business, making a virtual business is really easy. You don't have much of infrastructure expenses. If you're making a website, if you need to bring awareness to customers now, related to business side, there are plenty of different types of websites. Like there are advertisement sites, or there are e-commercial sites like eBay or maybe AliExpress, Daraz, right? These kind of e-commerce sites. So you can actually go there, right? Select a product, pay by online, right? Maybe online banking, maybe your credit card, and then get the stuff done. And within 14 days of shipment, you are getting the product in your hand. That's how I got my camera, by the way. Next thing is advertisement sites. Now even in Sri Lanka, we have such sites, so we don't need any brokers to work anymore. You can simply put your advertisement and get your things sold. If you have a land, if you have a vehicle, or if you have a product to be sold, or if you have a service to be sold, like you are a plumber, let's say you are kind of, going home by home and do plumbing. Technically, and you need to kind of have more plumbing opportunities, so you can go there, right? Go ahead, say that I do this service. Easy, huh? The advertisement there, and then people are kind of interested at you. If they are interested at you, they call and you have the business done. Okay, so there are types of sites in online environment related to business. if eMart is thinking of such kind of a website, then what type of information should be there visible to customers? Now, first thing, the products I am selling to people, I should give them enough information. Yes, maybe few photographs would do additional information, and then right, you can kind of instruct them about the prices, you can inform them about the discounts, you can inform them about the different ways of doing the payments, and next thing, you should kind of provide them online transaction methods. That's a super cool thing. And then you can kind of produce them some information about how to contact you guys. If in case, if they need to contact you, how should you contact? If there is such a product which is kind of virally getting sold, is it available right now? The availability, again it comes in the scene, right? The availability of goods, the quality of goods, the condition of goods. There are such sites, they are not actually selling the brand new items, they are selling used ones. So when it is a used one, the buyer has more concerns like how good this should be, is it actually working? You can give them a small information like out of 5 stars, this is like 3 stars. So he pretty much gets the idea. Am I correct? The condition is like it's used but well working. There's a small scratch in the body, by the way. You can kind of give these kind of informations, and then people are more aware of the product. When you make your presence in www, you have to make a website. Yeah, website is a collection of web pages. Now, when you make such web pages, if it is not eye-catching, if I don't feel like looking at it, then people won't visit your site much. How much of a traffic you have in your site, that matters. In this case, how are you going to make your site really attractive? Now, one way of doing that is using graphics. There are ways of using graphics and small parts of animations, so your site will look better and people love to visit such kind of sites. And you can include some video details, small video clips, so people see much things. And you can include some audio clips. So you visit that page, a small audio clip will be automatically playing and saying what this thing is about. So you can include graphic parts, you can include images, you can include videos, you can include small audio clips, and also you can kind of go for some great web development practices like Cascade Sheet Styling, CSS, and you can use small applets. Applets means those are small pieces of softwares which you can use inside your website to decorate it like JavaScript, so you can use them. And you know what, one important fact, when I make web pages, right, when you put more text, reduce text, people are not entertained with reading a lot like bookworms. People don't like it. You don't need lengthy descriptions, reduce that and make the description shorter enough. So having a less text and more informative things, more exact things like a summary would do better in a website. Now it's inevitable that you have to use text, but limit them. And when you choose a name, be very careful. Yeah, it should be some name that you can remember. You won't forget much of. What is that channel Mr. Sampath is doing? It's something. People are not easily forgetting these type of names. So when you put a name, be really careful. Now if you need to bring awareness to people that are saying that I have a website, a web-based business like eMart. Now first thing you can use is social media, definitely. Yeah, people are addicted to social media, I don't know why. Social media is a business place. Of course, they're saying that social networking brings people together, but behind that, that's a business. One option and the best option you can use is using social media to bring awareness to people, saying that I have this kind of a thing. I have a website, go visit it, see the products. If you're interested, buy, I'll give you some discount. So social media is a huge way of kind of putting the message straight away to the people relevant to your product. And you know what, there are methods like spamming. Now spamming is bad, but still you can use spamming in a good way. Understood? So you can make some sort of a contact list, maybe an email list, and you can kind of just use email to propagate your product. Just use your email to propagate your product. So you are kind of putting your message in exact inbox of people who are kind of loving to buy from you. That's super cool. And you can spread the word through that. So you have plenty of ways to kind of spread out the word and go ahead, start this